Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tangle Time Arts. My name is Nana Heron, and I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we are on day 13 of our Advent Tangles for 2024, our impromptu Advent Tangles. And it's also Friday the 13th. Wow. So I thought I'd actually switch things up just a little bit today. This is going to be a short project because of my work schedule um, and my caregiving schedule. So this was going to be kind of a quick one. And I thought we'd use a black tile today. So because it's also so cold out, I thought we'd take a look at some snowflakes or snowflake inspired tangles. So we are going to take a look at Burr by Julie Isaac and Sparkle Flake by Dolly Bolen. For this project, you kind of need the opposite of what we usually use. So you'll need a black tile or a black piece of paper. Um, I'm using a white jelly roll. This is an '08. I have a white chalk pencil and a tortillon just for the white chalk pencil. I also have an assortment of glitter gel pens. I'm using Wexford, and then I have some metallic gel pens from Altitude. You can just use a variety of what you have. Silver and gold work really, really well, whether they're glitter or metallic. All right. So for this, let me move my tools to the side. For this, we're going to kind of start in the opposite way. We are going to do shading on our border with the chalk pencil. So we're not going to do an official string, but you're kind of um, picturing your dots and your lines for your border. And then we're just going to take our chalk pencil and I'm just adding that chalk all the way around. So I'm kind of creating a border without our dots or lines. Just adding the shading. Not measuring or anything like that. Kind of trying to round the corner there. Just putting a light layer of this down. All right, when you have a nice layer like that, you can set your chalk pencil aside for the moment and pick up your tortillon. And we're going to blend this out. We're just going to start by blending this out. I'm using a diagonal motion. And then I'm going to rotate and do the same on all four sides. So I'm just softening that. You can compare how this looks to how this looks. Gonna come back around and kind of even things out. And there are several, more than several snowflake inspired tangles out there. So I'm just picking a couple for this quick project, but there are many more out there. So if you like doing snowflakes or have a project where you need a lot of snowflakes, um, just check out like tangle patterns and go on there and look at the tangles and look for some snowflake inspired ones. All right. Okay, we've made it around. So we kind of have a really nice softened look now. And we're going to put a few snowflakes in the center there. All right, so I am actually going to start with the white gel pen, and then as space permits and time permits, we will use either metallic and or the glitter one. So I'm going to start with Burr by Julie Isaac, and that's very simple. She notes that snowflakes are six-sided, so they have six sides or six arms or branches, if you will. So we're going to indicate that in our initial strokes here. And I'm just going to start in the center, and I'm going to make a line. That's maybe just under an inch. And then you want to put in two more lines. So here's our like our center here. You want to picture another arm going maybe from, let's see, picture this like a clock, and this would be noon and 6. So we kind of want to have this at I would say 2 and 8. And then we want another arm at like 10 and 4. So you've got a straight line coming down and then an X, so that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. And from there, you really can embellish any way that you would like to. So I'm just going to add, for our center one, I'm just going to add these little bulbs on the end. Now, with so many snowflake inspired tangles out there, not all of them follow the six-sided rule. Um, so you can decide for yourself whether that's important to you. But actual real snowflakes are six-sided. So once we have done that with our 6 sides, then we can start embellishing. For example, we could add extra little details. And you can get really, really creative and inventive with what you want to do with your little snowflakes. And that's one snowflake right there. And let's put one up here in this corner. Again, we start straight up and down. And then we're kind of going to go from 2 to 8 and from 10 to 4. Probably need to make this a little longer. For this one, I am simply going to do make like a diamond on each one. And then I'm going to actually fill in just one side of each diamond shape. And we're done with that one. All right, let me think. What would we like to do next? We can come over here and do the same thing. And I'm trying to think if I want to go this way or this way. And I tend to go this way. I'm not sure, but if you want to go this way, you can. And let's see, let's do something where we put these little V's on the end. And how about we kind of aura the inside? So we get a V, and then we put another V in there. All right, cool. So the variations are really endless. You can just keep going and going and going with that. I thought we would also do, besides Burr, I thought we would take a look at Sparkle Flake, because that's also six-sided. So we're going to do a couple of those, one here and one here. This one starts out a little differently. You start out with actually an orb. As you make these, you could make that a little bigger and turn that into a gemstone if you'd like. But for tonight, I'm just keeping it simple. So our next step is to, it's almost like that, but we just start from the point up here and come out to a point and then come back in to the base. And we're leaving some space there. And we want one going the opposite way as well. Then we want one this way. And then we'll tuck another one in there. And then our next step is to, it's kind of like a tiny aura on the inside, and you ink that in. You might not have a lot of space in there. And then the last step is a little diamond on like a stem. And that is Sparkle Flake. I'll put another one over here in this corner. Again, it starts with an orb. And we'll make our 6 sides. This almost reminds me of like when we're doing a holly leaf. It has that kind of look to it. And I think for this one, I'll just do a variation. And I'm just going to add some little round orbs on the end. So it's kind of almost a variation between the two. All right. I am going to set my white gel pen aside, and I'm going to show you how the metallic gel pen looks on the black. And I'm just going to put in a couple of the Tangle by Zentangle. It's not six-sided, but it does make kind of a pretty snowflake, or I often like to think of them as fireworks. So either or. But for this one, you're picturing a little orb in the center here. If you have a pencil handy, let's see, I'll grab one here. You could lightly draw in a little orb if you need to. And then it's simply a line with a little bulb on top. And you just keep putting those in to fill up the space. And I don't know if you can see, the metallic has a little bit of I'm using a gold one here, a little bit of a gold shine to it. So that was our gold one. And I do have a kind of a blue one here because the altitude doesn't come with a silver. So I'm just going to go in with that. So is not six-sided, but it does make a pretty snowflake. So that was a blue one. So you can see a little bit of difference in the color there. And then let's use our glitter gel pen from Wexford. And we'll also add more I'm going to come out here a little bit. And I feel the glitter gel pen to me is the prettiest. Whether you're using gold or silver. So these have more of a shiny, glittery effect to it. And we'll put one more over here. We can fit one more in there. So, make sure that's all filled in. So definitely experiment with your materials. So you've got white, metallic, and glitter, and they're all pretty in their own way. It just depends on what you like with your snowflakes. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of shading. You don't need a lot. Add a little here. You just really don't need a lot, I don't think, actually, but again, that's personal preference. If you feel like you need some shading or would like some shading, go ahead and add it or just experiment with it and see how it turns out. I think that's about it. I am going to go back in and add some little dots. For some extra added interest. And I put some white dots in, and now I'm going to add some glitter ones. And let's see. Let me kind of try to hold this up and make sure I've got enough of the little dots in there. And I think I do. So that is our little snowflake tile today. Well, on a black tile, which I haven't used so far for this event. I don't use a lot of black tiles for the advent, but I thought it'd be fun to do with the snowflakes. And I really like doing this around the edge. I think that looks so pretty. I'm gonna come back in here and add my initials. And I think I'm just gonna tuck my initials into one of these snowflakes here. like that. And I'm going to flip that over and fill in my name. And it's day number 13, Friday the 13th. And we had Burr, which reminds me it is still very cold out. And that's by Julie Isaac. And then we had Sparkle Flake by Dolly. Bolen, Bolen. And we also had a couple of in there by Zentangle. Okay, I think I got all the information in there. I will put it in the description. But yeah, our sweet little snowflake project with several different types of snowflakes and several different colors, white, metallic, and glitter. So you can see from this, it's kind of like a sampler. You can kind of see what you can do with snowflakes, and you can kind of decide what you would like to focus on. Do you want something kind of almost flowery like this, or something almost like fireworks like this one, or something in between? Um, and there, like I said, there's many more snowflake inspired tangles out there for you to enjoy and play with. All right, as always, this has been super fun. I've learned a lot, and I've learned that I really like this border, and snowflakes are festive and fun. Um, and you don't need to do them on a black tile. Of course, you can do them on a white tile or a gray tile or any other color paper. Um, they look so much fun and festive on any color, really. And if you do use white paper, that's where you can get creative and use different colors of the gel pen, which brings a whole new dimension to it. All right, let me know how this works for you, and we'll be back on Saturday. So have a great Friday the 13th. Stay safe and have a great day. Stay warm. If you're in this chilly area, stay warm. And I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.